A little bit of breaking news before we get out of here. One of our favorite subjects, or somebody who just became a very prominent headline all throughout Big 12 football, especially during the offseason, more for bad reasons than good. Unfortunately, Jake Retzlaff, of course, who was caught up in a civil suit that has been dismissed. It was a sexual assault civil suit, but that suit in general led to the admission that he had broken the honor code at BYU, having sex, and proven to be consensual. Nevertheless, he was going to face a 7-game suspension at BYU. He is officially transferred to what I'm seeing here. The reports are that he is going to transfer to Tulane. And, it's a bummer because Tulane, they were in a bowl game last year. They lost to Florida in the Gasparilla Bowl. Man, I mean, what a bummer of a situation, at least right now. That's my instant reaction. This was a guy who took BYU on a magical run last year. They win the Alamo Bowl against Colorado. They barely missed the Big 12 title game, which quite possibly could have led to a college football playoff berth. Retzlaff was set to come back this year and finish what he'd started. And now, that opportunity obviously went through his fingertips, and he's got to be accountable for that. There was there's an honor code there for a reason. And recently over the weekend, I think the president of BYU, or member of the Board of Regents, talked about they're not gonna change that. So future athletes headed to BYU, I don't want to say be warned, because it's a wonderful, fruitful experience that you can have if you stay committed and understand what you're getting into going to play ball in Provo. AJ DeBonsa certainly seems excited about it, and I know a lot of folks like myself around the Big 12 are excited about him, and I'm really excited to see what BYU does this year. I was reading the Phil Steele. I've been reading this thing like wearing the pages out, right, getting ready for college football season. But they had Bear Bachmeier as, I think, the 29th best quarterback coming in this year, and I think that ranking could continue to improve, especially when we start to play ball. And I think Bear Bachmeier could be the guy for BYU, because I've seen both of those other quarterbacks at Western Carolina and at Utah State, or Western Michigan, excuse me. And neither blew the doors off me. I saw them both in person. But we'll see, right? We'll see. I think Bear Bachmeier is the guy, and I wish Jake Retzlaff the best playing it next year at Tulane.